We're just hours away from NASA's 82nd Space Shuttle launch and the 22nd flight of the orbiter Discovery with a crew of 7 astronauts. Liftoff is planned at 3:55 a.m. Eastern Time, which is the opening of a 65-minute launch window. This is shuttle launch control at T-minus 3 hours and holding. We're standing by. We do have live coverage now of the crew getting suited up. We have Commander Ken Bowersox. This is his 4th flight. He has been an astronaut for about 10 years, and Bowersox will have overall responsibility for commanding the flight. He was the pilot for the first Hubble servicing mission back in 1993. And we have pilot Horowitz. As pilot, he will assist Bowersox at the flight controls. This is his 2nd flight. He will assist Bowersox during the rendezvous and retrieval of the Hubble Space Telescope on flight day 3, and also with the reboosting of Hubble if available fuel permits, and of course with the shuttle landing, the night landing that's planned here at KSC. And we have mission specialist Mark Lee taking a brief rest. Mark Lee's making his 4th flight. And we see heart-shaped balloons in the crew quarters, obviously for the upcoming Valentine's Day. Across the room we've got the rest of the crew. Mission specialist Joe Tanner. Tanner's making his 2nd flight. This will be his first spacewalk. He'll be teaming up with Greg Harbaugh in replacing one of the 3 fine guidance sensors on Hubble during the 2nd EVA. He will also help replace the optical electronics enhancement kit and a failed engineering and science tape recorder. On flight day 4, the team will replace the solar array drive electronics. And we've got mission specialist Steve Hawley. Hawley's making his 4th flight today. He's serving as the flight engineer and will assist the commander and pilot with ascent and re-entry checklists and in monitoring the vehicle systems. Hawley used the robot arm to deploy Hubble on STS-31 back in 1990. And we have mission specialist Greg Harbaugh. He's making his 4th flight. He will be teamed up with Joe Tanner to perform 2 of the spacewalks. Harbaugh performed a spacewalk on STS-54 and was the backup EVA crew member for the first Hubble servicing mission. And we have mission specialist 5, Steve Smith, making his 2nd flight. He'll be a first-time spacewalker on this flight. He'll be teamed up with Mark Lee in replacing the 2 instruments that have a combined weight of about 1,500 pounds. The crew is just riding the elevator down the down 3 flights to the ground floor, where they've got a crowd of news media members and also employees who will be wishing them well. We do have some dramatic views of the final inspection team on the very top part of the mobile launcher platform that is known as the 0 level. We can see the aft booster skirt. Also in the foreground here we've got the large tail service mast, and of course some dramatic views of the vapor as it's boiling off through the main engine nozzles.
OBCC OTC. Go ahead. And ASPO OTC.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to give you the step to egress the crew module and verify ready for hatch closure. CTD and CFCC adjust fuel cell loads to between 250 and 290 amps.
CTD copies.
SST copies. Range weather on 212.
Launch Director, this is range weather. We have no constraints violated at this time.
A copy you go. Is that correct, John?
Affirmative.
Roger. Mission management team. Jim, the MMT is working. No issues. You're clear to launch. Copy that. And Discovery, Ken, you and the team have a great mission and do some good Hubble upgrades. We'll see you back here in 10 days.
All right, Jim, thanks for the good wishes. We sure appreciate all the hard work that went into getting Discovery and her payload ready for launch. I think with a little luck, in a couple of weeks, the best telescope in the universe will be even better than it is now.
And NTD, you're clear to launch. Copy, thank you.
Just a few seconds, the orbiter access arm will be attracted away from the orbiter's crew module, and that event is happening. The arm can be re-extended in just a few seconds if necessary. T-minus 7 minutes and counting. Now pressurizing the external tank for flight.
TLT OTC, clear caution and warning memory. Verify no unexpected errors.
No unexpected errors and clearing.
And the gaseous oxygen vent hood.
Heater reconfig complete.
Copy that.
The gaseous oxygen vent hood at the top of the tank is being retracted away at this time.
Discovery OTC, close and lock your visors. Initiate O2 flow.
T-minus 35 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds and counting. All systems go. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Discovery now on its way to service NASA's Hubble Space Telescope.
Houston now controlling.
We're all programmed, Houston.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Roll maneuver is complete aboard Discovery. The vehicle's now in a heads-down position on course for a 28.5-degree, 309 nautical mile orbit.
Three main engines beginning to throttle down now as the orbiter prepares to pass through the area of maximum dynamic pressure on the vehicle in the lower atmosphere. The three engines now at 67% of rated thrust. The solid rocket boosters beginning to tail off with their chamber pressure, standing by for burnout and separation of the twin solid rocket boosters. SRB separation is confirmed. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight. Discovery is now downrange from the launch site of 40 miles. At an altitude of 35 miles.
GLS's go for EP LO2 pressurization. 10. GLS's go for main engine.
All vents open. Copy vents.
T0 SRV ignition.
Liftoff confirmed. Copy liftoff.
Roll program using.
Flight guidance, proceed to roll. Copy, good roll. Stand by for pressed ATO. Mark it.
Discovery, pressed ATO.
Pressed ATO.
Negative return.
Negative return.
Negative return.